Hey guys, on today's Morning Watch, learn how Rockmont got its name and hear a song, Finish What You Started. Thanks for joining.
Lord, when there was nothing, you made me out of clay. Finish what you started, finish what you started. Came to redeem me when I had lost my way. Finish what you started, Lord. Finish what you started, make me open-hearted. Finish what you started, Lord. More than what I should be, make me all I could be. Finish what you started, Lord. Well, you still had purpose for the life I had misused. Finish what you started, finish what you started. You took away my failures and you made me something new. Finish what you started, Lord. Finish what you started, make me open-hearted. Finish what you started, Lord. More than what I should be, make me all I could be. Finish what you started, Lord. Well, that was not enough, for you taught me how to love. Finish what you started, finish what you started. Your work on earth is done when I give my life to someone. Finish what you started, Lord. Finish what you started, make me open-hearted. Finish what you started, Lord. More than what I should be, make me all I could be. Finish what you started, Lord. Finish what you started, Lord.
Have you ever wondered where Rockmont gets its name, Rockmont? It's actually not because of Eden Rock or because of the Rock House or all the rocks that you find around camp or in these mountains. It comes from two Bible verses in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 24 and 25. You can look them up. Jesus is giving the Sermon on the Mount. It's this compelling and beautiful, but kind of difficult set of teachings that he gives us. Very important. And as he's wrapping up the sermon, coming to a conclusion, he says, "Everyone then who hears these words of mine that I'm just now teaching you and acts on them, puts them into practice, that one is like the wise one who built a house on rock. The rains fell, the floods came, and the winds blew, and that house did not fall because it was built on rock." If you were listening, you heard the word rock twice. And those are the rocks upon which we get our name. That's the foundation of Camp Rockmont. It stands for hearing the Word of God, listening, and also acting. Taking a risk to put it into practice, to give it a try together as a community. That's the rock upon which we get our name. One of the people who shines light for me in this world was a man named Clarence Jordan. He grew up in South Georgia. He started paying attention to the Sermon on the Mount when he was in college at the University of Georgia. Go Dogs. He came up here to the mountains actually while he was a student. He went to Ridgecrest, which is not too far from here, a beautiful place. And he first saw what it could be like to live these words together. Then he went off to Louisville, Kentucky to study the Bible more seriously. He became a scholar of the New Testament and of the language of the New Testament. And he focused always on this Sermon on the Mount. But he knew that he had to act on it if it was going to become real. And so he moved back home to South Georgia, and with some friends and with his wife, they started a farm. They called it the Koinonia Community. And they lived together, rich and poor, black and white, on this land, trusting God to give them what they needed, trusting that they could live into this way that Jesus had described. This was kind of strange in the 1940s. Black people and white people didn't live together in the 1940s. In the 1950s, it got dangerous. The Klan actually got irritated at their life together and shot rifles into their buildings and tried to explode bombs. They intimidated them in the local community. The rains came, the winds blew, the storms were out there, but the house held together. They didn't know that they were going to make it through that time, but they did. They made it through that time. In the 70s, another family came from Alabama and lived on the farm with them. The father was named Millard Fuller, and he and Clarence came up with an idea of, what if we started building houses, real houses for our neighbors, but not for them. Let's build them with them. Together, let's see if we can find some money in our local community and build up some funds, and then we'll work and build houses with our neighbors. Good, affordable houses that people can live in. That little ministry became Habitat for Humanity. And now thousands and thousands of Habitat houses have been built around the world. They've withstood hurricanes. They've withstood all kinds of wind and rain. Even now, right now, people are living in these houses during this COVID-19 outbreak. They have a place where they can live and be together that's decent and clean and affordable and good. It's a beautiful thing when you hear the Word of God, but to hear it and to risk it, to put it into practice, that's what Jesus is talking about. And those are the two rocks of Camp Rockmont. To have a place where we can hear this compelling and beautiful Word, and also to be a community that risks putting it into being. Thank God for you. Thank God for this opportunity that we have here to hear and to act and to build our own lives on that rock. Be well.